Hi, welcome to my channel, Lilacs and Lilies. Today I just figured I would have a little get ready with me. I don't normally put on a lot of makeup, but I was feeling a little bit pensive and I kind of wanted to do something while I was kind of sharing my thoughts. I've never done this before, so we're gonna try it out. But yeah, if you wanna hang out with me for a little bit, we're gonna chat about kind of fall and some other kind of emotions that I have around the changing of seasons. So if that sounds fun, then stick around. This feels really weird because I never do any prep on camera, and I don't always use this spray, but I kind of like it as a substitute if I already washed my face, or like right now it's 32 Celsius, and so it's really, really hot outside. And so I'm just getting sweaty. I don't even have to do anything, and I just get hot. So I think that kind of brings us in as I put on some drops of the Burt's Bees Truly Glowing. This is not like my favorite thing in the world. It's not focusing. It's not my favorite, but I definitely wanted to try it out when I was in the US a couple trips ago, and I'm trying to use it up. If I'm not gonna make my own products, I try to get products that are at least like cruelty-free. If they can be vegan, awesome. But I think cruelty-free and at least more sustainable is one of the better options that we have. So I'm just kind of trying to use up that, and I went back to making my own, but I don't really waste it. So seasons are one of the things that I find I kind of took it for granted for a long time. When we have something in front of us for a really long time, it's just kind of something that we forget that we have. And fall is one of those that I think that I just didn't really appreciate it the way that I should have. And I have lived in Brazil for like 2.5 years now. And it's something that I'm really grateful that I've been able to live in Brazil and learning about a new culture and really see a different part of the world. However, it is definitely kind of a hard thing for me to not have my 4 seasons. Because I live further north in Brazil, we really just have rainy season, which is usually June, July, because we're opposite. So when the US is in their summertime, I'm in kind of my rainy, wet winter time, which in the end I love because it's the closest thing to cold weather that we have. And then the rest of the time, it's just warm. I've lived on in a coastal city, but then I've also lived here in the interior, and it's definitely been a similar, not the same, but it makes me really, really, really miss cold weather and the 4 seasons and the cycles that kind of come along with having all 4 seasons, the cool, and then, the spring. I don't even love spring that much, but I like it because it means that something new is coming. But I'm really not a big really hot weather fan, so I know the people that move to Brazil on purpose because they love the weather are gonna be like, what are you talking about? But to me I didn't move here because it was oh, I love the idea of tropical weather, right? I moved here because my partner lives here and we're in a process right now, and so a process paperwork process, and so that's what I'm doing right now. And it's one of the things that I think makes me a little bit different when it comes to living here, that I came for love. I didn't come because I was so excited about hot weather and all that stuff. But I'm really grateful that I've been able to be here, and I've learned Portuguese and I've learned about different cultures and the language. I always say that I'm thankful, and I am, but there is this particular time of year that really kills me, and it is actually my favorite season. And so when October in particular comes around and I'm here and it's really, really warm and I can't, cuddle up with a hot cup of coffee. I have coffee, but I'm gonna sweat consuming it, but that's okay. But I don't have the coziness of fall that I love so much. The having to wear the sweaters and going on the walks and you walk out in the morning and it's just a little bit too crisp, you know, and you put your big boots on, and just the fashion that comes with the fall, but also the reflectiveness of fall, because when the trees start to change, you know, all those oranges and greens, oranges and yellows and reds, and they're just so beautiful. And I have so many beautiful memories of autumn, and I think it's something that was a little bit, I don't want to say taken from me, because it wasn't taken, but it's just not something that's combining in my life right now. And so it's definitely been something that some days it doesn't hit me as hard, and other days it does. And it's, you know, we have a word in Portuguese, and it's saudade. It's also in Galician. Oh, 1 second, my cat is currently eating my cord. With fall, it's something that it's change, and it's just the perfect weather, and everybody's starting to cozy up. Some people hate it because it's like, oh God, winter's coming. But for me, it's like, yes, winter's coming, fall is here. Everything is just, you know, looking up. And I just get so happy. And sometimes it meant it was back to school, and I was able to, you know, see my friends again. I wouldn't have to worry about burning every 5 seconds, because like in the summer I have to be super careful to not burn. And I don't know, there are just all these incredible things that come with fall. And we have a word, there's where I was, the word saudade in Portuguese. It's also in Galician, saudade, but in saudade is a bit more common. Morrinha is more, I think, one that was used more in Galicia. And it's basically this idea that it's like this longing or this nostalgia for something. And I don't get saudade a lot of the time, because sometimes it's not really like something I lost exactly, but like fall and having shifts in the seasons was definitely something that I think I've lost for a period of time. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get it back in the future. I'll be able to spend fall, you know, where I want to be, but it's not really, it's something that I deeply miss. And it's hard sometimes, because I know that what I'm doing is right, that the place that I am in my life is where I want to be, the choices that I'm trying to make, the life that I'm trying to create, right? It's all going all right. It's all going, you know, in the direction it needs to. But when I have to miss out on some things that I really love, it's hard. And I think a lot of people that live in other countries that aren't their own, I don't know if we talk about it all the time, because I think we're always like, oh my gosh, you know, it's such an incredible opportunity. You live in a new country, like it's so exotic, And like it is, but also we miss out on things, you know, and it's a choice of if it's worth it. And for me it is, you know, I'm forming a life that I want. I'm trying to, you know, fight for the partner that I want. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love that. See, I'm classy. I'm just gonna lick it. Get rid of it if it comes off. Oh gosh. And just like form your own life. And I'm aware of that, but it doesn't mean that I don't miss where I'm from. Like, I think some people look at it as like moving away. It's almost like running away a little bit. And I didn't run. I've lived in Brazil and in Spain, and I've traveled to quite a few different places. But at least in Spain and like Europe in general, they have their 4 seasons, where, you know, they're a bit different than in the US, but they still have, you know, that cold weather and the changes and the colors and the things that really bring me back into who I want to be. Cute. My cat just definitely launched himself over the desk. And I think that, you know, when I was confronted with the idea that I couldn't just be, you know, wherever I wanted to be, or I wasn't gonna have fall, I wasn't gonna have autumn and the changes and the colors and the music, and it's just one that I think I didn't realize how badly I'd miss it. Because last year I think it was still a bit of a novelty, you know, it was still, I'm living here and it's really, really cool and I love it and I still do, but there was still that newness to it that I think it made it okay. But this year coming around, you know, moving to a new city, trying to find, you know, my own home, watching all of my friends, you know, get to do all the cozy, warm, fuzzy things that I love to do, and not really being able to participate, it got me way harder than I thought it would. And so that saudade kind of kicked in. And it's something that I need to be okay with. I need to have patience with myself and allow myself to feel what I'm feeling. And I just wanted to kind of tell you guys about it, where if you guys aren't in the exact place that you want to be, or if you deeply long for something that you can't have right now, it's okay. And like, just feel it. And if you can do little things, do them. That'll kind of remind you. So like when a couple weeks ago we had lots of rain, it was really cool outside. I put a video on my Instagram. If you want to follow, I'll put it over here. But it was basically just my husband and I and my cat, and we just go and sit on the porch, stand on the porch and have coffee and put on like a warm jumper or something like that to kind of imitate fall. So like I do these little things to try to remind myself and to try to be thankful and to just like be in the moment. I put a lot of eyeshadow on. Like I never put this much on. I was just kind of on a roll, so I'm gonna kind of smudge it out a little bit. But it's one that I just had to say it out loud. Like it's okay if you miss something, right? Just because you left, just because you chose to do something different doesn't mean that you can't long for something that you don't have right now. I don't have a deep like longing to move home forever, but I think that me being okay with not everything in my life is exactly how I want it to be. I have a cat and a husband and a home, and I'm starting to try to create a job that I love, but it's just something that I want to. My camera died, but I just wanted to film this last little clip for you guys that like if you have saudade for something, or if you just need to feel the emotions and the mixed feelings of, missing out on something that you wanted to be a part of, but also being excited for something new, like just feel it, because it's all right. And there's someone else out there feeling it like you are. And even if I'm the only one, that's okay. Just be grateful and try to remind myself that I get to go home soon. I'll be able to see my family in December. But yeah, I miss fall and I miss those things, and that's all right. And so yeah, I'll see you hopefully another day. Bye.